Welcome to Pokemon Yellow, Part 1. This looks familiar, but different somehow. Yes, we're doing Pokemon Yellow right after Pokemon Blue, because,
What is that?
yeah, it's a mascot character.
Okay.
He's not
as cool as Pichu.
Can't go around talking Generation 1 without Yellow, because Yellow is part of the
And
game.
Blue.
Part of that Generation 2. For a lot of people, it's like it's a officially licensed fan hack, pretty much. But you know what? Pokemon Yellow, it was actually the version I first got when I played Pokemon. So this one I have the most memories of this generation. It was basically heavily based off the anime that was very, very popular. The whole people over to Generation 2, they released Pokemon Yellow to hold people over. But there is another reason why I'm showing off Pokemon Yellow, because there are changes to this game compared to the originals. In this playthrough, it's not a complete playthrough like we did with our blue version playthrough. I am just kind of showing off some of the different changes and jumping to gym leader to gym leader to gym leader, because that's where your biggest changes are. Because some of their lineup and level changes are into these to the gym leaders in Elite Four and Champion. Plus, there are some extra fights in here that I will show off here. Now, most things like glitches and whatnot, like the teleportation glitch and whatnot, or flying glitch for the Mew and whatnot, are still here. It's still kind of the same game, except for with some changes, and it's now in color too, if you notice. Some things like, the potion's still there, so if you kind of playing...
Well, there was color red and blue, or they released a colored version of it.
Well, I think if you put it on the Super Game Boy, on the Super Nintendo, I think it does put some color in, into the graphics or whatnot. If you had I think a Game Boy Color, it does the exact same thing too. Now, other than one major change is, instead of picking between Charmander, Squirtle, and Bulbasaur, you are going to actually go with this Pikachu, and your rival is actually going to go with an Eevee. Now, let's go ahead and knock out how that Eevee evolves. I believe there's the way to evolve. To quite honest, we should have that thing pulled up, because I don't want to be wrong about that.
No one cares.
Well, if you're going back to play it, but maybe next part we'll pull it up.
It depends on how fast you go through the game.
It is. I don't know. I thought it was predetermined if you, depending how you win or lose on this first fight that you have with it, kind of sets it up. Like the first fight we have with Pikachu versus Eevee, I think if you lose to him, it becomes a Jolteon. If you win, it becomes a Vaporeon or something like that. But if you went and fought him if you went to fight him on the route before going to Victory Road, before leaving to your first gym, it becomes a Flareon or something like that. That's how it sets up. But to be quite honest, that's not the right order. I'm not sure. I'd rather, to be quite honest, I should have thought ahead. But of course, nothing's stopping you into looking up, and you probably already know a lot more. It just escapes me for the moment. In this part, we got our Pikachu. You want to give it a nickname?
Chupika.
No, it will be alright. Now, another thing about Pokemon Yellow is that this Pikachu here is going to be your pretty much your main Pokemon. But to be quite honest with you, it's kind of disadvantaged with the first gym leader, so I always recommend go catch a Mankey. Because it's a fighting type and it'll help you with Brock. Now, Brock still doesn't know any rock or ground moves, so you'd be alright still.
Yeah,
but the thing is, you have to level up your Pikachu to I think it's either Quick Attack or Slam that comes up first.
Well, you know what? That's not gonna do much.
No. But here's a recommendation: go to a patch of grass that's right outside. When you head left to Viridian City, in that patch of grass before you fight your rival for the second time, there's a Mankey in there that they put in there to help you to fight Brock, and it can learn low kick at a pretty early level. I think you have to do some grinding though, but it does learn at a pretty good low level. But another thing about Pikachu is this Pikachu in this game refuses to evolve to a Raichu.
So it's useless.
So if you're looking going, well, maybe if I change to a Raichu, you can't. For you to get a Raichu in this game, you can't catch your Pikachu in Pokemon Yellow. This is the only way you can get a Pikachu in this version.
So,
for you to get a Raichu, you have to trade it from your red or blue versions of Pokemon.
And you just box this one because this one's useless.
Yeah, I just take it with me. In fact, the setup. See, as
one
we already
likes
see,
this.
I already cut through. Because, like I said, this is not a complete playthrough that we did. There's nothing really different about, I don't think that most trainers, like where they're positioned. Some Pokemon are changed here and there, and where they're probably set up to be, whatnot. Items are pretty much where you would find them last time. The only one I will show off, I think, will be the Cerulean Cave and Unknown Dungeon. If you pay attention to our final part of Blue, like I said, has changed between games, so I do show off that dungeon again because it's much different than it was. Now, another thing is your rival has a different Pokemon. Here, it was a Pidgey last time in Red and Blue. Here, he has a Spearow.
Just dumb. Not very scary.
Yeah, it is what it is. And of course, he has the Eevee, which is much different. So, his team is not really the same from what. This is why I kind of want to show off Yellow, because it's like, okay, there are changes in here I need to show off. Yeah, so I go off and show off this, show off the fight and kind of show you the differences and whatnot. And I'll be doing that with the rival, the gym leaders, Team Rocket, and certain Team Rocket members that's different from, I do show off. In fact, we're going to see at the end of the part, but I think at this part, once I defeat the rival here, when I beat the rival here, I think I'm going to jump right to Brock.
Wow.
Because I'm showing we're not really seeing anything different.
Wolverine Forest is spatial.
It's nothing different though.
Well, yes, there's a trainer. A trainer.
I don't think I ever showed off.
I'm dumb. Yeah,
It's probably what is it? A Caterpie, a Weedle.
Oh, his position is different.
Yeah.
But it's cool.
No, see, and I just probably go right to the Pokemon Center, and we're gonna be probably right back at Pewter City. Yep.
You want to say something about the Pikachu?
What's that?
What's on the screen?
Oh yeah, Pikachu can walk around with you. I completely forgot it. Forgot to mention that. Yeah. A concept we probably won't see until Soul Silver and Heart Gold, where your Pokemon actually walks right next to you.
And then never to return again.
I'm sure it'll come back again.
But
to be quite honest with you, after this game, I think they should have at least kept that feature. To be quite honest with you. And it's sad they only used this feature twice.
Actually, 4, because there was a part in Diamond. I think in Platinum.
Yeah. What is this, a little scene or something like that?
Well, you can walk around in like a very small area where a Pokemon will follow you. You got quiz.
Here later on. And
I like comments. It just looks.
I think I think the only difference in this fight in the Red and Blue is I think Brock is 2 levels lower, because I think, if I remember correctly, I think Geodude was 12 and Onix was 14. Here they level it down for you a little bit to make it easier, probably because you have a Pikachu. So that's
But you
about
have
that's about you know, I got Mankey to level 12. I think that's probably why. Because I'm not gonna use this Mankey for the rest of the game. I just have it just take down Brock quickly.
Brock actually has a shirt.
Yeah, or a jacket at least. Looks like he has a jacket on. So that's nothing. Another thing is, you know, if I want to bring mention while we have the time, is that Pokemon, you know, character, you know, art and whatnot has been changed once again. And to be quite honestly, this is probably the best. At Generation 1, this is the best looking. This Pokemon Yellow. It's the best looking character art.
Green looked awesome.
And there's some of the green. Now here, I'm showing off. I already fought all these trainers here. All I'm doing is headed for the exit because there is a extra fight here in this Mount Moon. Now all the rockets and scientists and whatever it is that's in Lasses that's in here and hikers that's in here, and the super nerd for the Almanite and Kabuto is still here. So nothing really changes.
Missed the Moonstone.
Yeah, or if I already grabbed it because you see I'm already following these trainers. I don't really remember, to be quite honest with you. But there is an extra fight here before you get to leave. We get Jesse and James from the Pokemon anime. And they will show up
Are they actually named in here? Are they actually referred to Jesse and James in the game?
They're just called Rocket, but everybody knows that's Jesse and James.
You know, that could have been Cosmo and Wanda.
Because that, yeah, well, the thing is they couldn't be named like that because of limitations. Now here's the quiz of the day. Who are Jesse and James based off of? By name, at least.
Like back then, along like what? He was like a robber. His name was Jesse James.
Yeah, a thief. Back in the old Western times, I believe. I think that's how history depicts it. Is, you know, the outlaw Jesse James, which is, you know, I don't know what their names in Japan is. I don't know what the relation.
Jesse.
No, I think it's much different. It's actually Japanese.
They got me out.
Yeah, they use the same Pokemon that they have at least in the anime,
The
which
Meowth
is
actually fights for once.
yeah, which is, you know,
Anyway.
Ekans, Coughing, and Meowth.
Well, the Meowth is actually fighting.
Yeah, and I think that's about it. If most people go, well, do they at least get like a victory bell and a Lickitung? No, unfortunately, they didn't. I can only assume that this game came out before they got those two Pokemon from that generation, before they moved on.
Got in his face.
So yeah, these are the three Pokemon we're going to be seeing that we're going to be fighting when we keep running to Jesse and James.
Evolve.
Yes.
Okay.
Meowth doesn't.
Oh, God, I couldn't tell you that.
And that's it. And that's going to be the end of part 1 of Pokemon Yellow. So see y'all next time on part 2.